Hi everyone, Christina's here. If you're looking for dinner ideas, here's my recipe of quick and delicious lamb stew. First, take a nice piece of lamb fillet and slice it thinly, around 1 cm thick and 3-4 cm wide. Not like it matters though. Feel free to use beef as it also pairs nicely with the other ingredients. Then add some pepper and some salt to your taste. Next, heat some oil in your pan and fry your meat in small batches. I use normal sunflower oil, it doesn't really matter. It's up to your taste. When the meat is nice and brown, transfer it to a plate and put aside for later. Slice some onions. By the way, I have no idea why my onion looks blue here. Actually, it's just a normal red onion. I'm also quite funny about onions. I know you can't cook without them, but I really do not like the texture, so I chop them really finely so you can't see them. Next, chop some garlic. I used around 2 cloves, but it's really up to you. I think everything tastes better with garlic. Fry your onions and garlic until soft and translucent. This will take around 2 to 3 minutes. And don't worry about the brown bits on the bottom of the pan. It's where all the flavor is, and we really need to save them for later. When done, add some dry red wine and boil for around 3 to 5 minutes until you can't smell that alcohol, so it's evaporated. Pour in lamb stock and add some rosemary. I use jellified stock. You can use your own stock, you can use beef stock, it doesn't really matter in my opinion. For the rosemary, if you have fresh rosemary, it will be great as it's more flavorsome. I didn't have any, so I just used some dried rosemary. Now it's time to transfer the meat we previously cooked back into the pan. Dollop some tomato paste and leave to simmer until the meat is nice and tender. For this step, you can use some pasta sauce or even some ketchup or tinned tomatoes, anything that works for you really. As I used lamb, it took me only around 15 minutes for meat to be cooked, but it depends on the meat you're using. Next, add those delicious white beans and mix well. Leave to cook for another 10 minutes so they absorb the flavor. Next step is really optional as it depends on the tomato paste you used. Mine was quite sour, so I added a pinch of sugar. But it's really up to you. I honestly think there's no fruit that pairs better with lamb than apricot, so if you have some of those, that would be great. Cook for another 5 minutes or so until the apricots are soft. The final step, add some spinach leaves. Make sure to wash them well before you add them because they can be very sandy. I usually wash every leaf separately as really you don't want that sand on your teeth when eating. Cook until the leaves are wilted. That's really a minute or so. Ta-da! Done! Serve with a piece of lemon and some bread on the side. Trust me, you don't want to leave any of that sauce. Hope you enjoyed. See you soon!